Welcome to Gatekeeper, the ultimate server monitoring service. Today, we are going to walk you through on how to register and set up your domain on Gatekeeper. Start by heading over to gatekeeperapp.com. On the home page, click on the Try Now button. This will open the registration page on the new tab. On the registration page, fill up the basic information. Agree to terms and conditions, and then click sign up. Once you've done that, it will show you a success message, and it says that an email with verification link has been sent. Please confirm your email so you can log in. Look out for verification link on your email, and once you've received the email, click on the confirm link. That would complete the verification, and then you can log into the account. Once you are logged in, you'll land on the dashboard page. On the dashboard, you will see multiple tabs on the top. For example, monitor servers, monitor URLs, etc. And we can clearly see that there are currently no domains added on dashboard yet. So we can start by adding a new domain on Gatekeeper. To add the domain, we need to click on plus icon, which will open up this pop-up to add the domain. We can type in the domain name and then click on add. That will add the domain into the dashboard. We can see that our first domain is already added on the dashboard. There are multiple icons there. For example, view domain details, add nodes, share domain with other users, delete domain, and configure notifications for domain. Let's click on view domain details to see what details Gatekeeper has captured. On the top, you can see that all the basic stats related to the domain, such as domain registrar, domain expiry, name servers, who the DNS is hosted with, and which server hosts the domain are all already captured and displayed. Below the domain details section, we can see monitor URLs. There is currently no data displayed here because we need to add URLs that we want to monitor for this domain. For example, I can click this plus icon and I can add the root domain in the URL section, and then I can select the frequency in minutes when Gatekeeper needs to monitor this URL. For example, if I say that I need to monitor it every minute, then I can click on save. That will add a monitor URL for this domain. If there are other URLs for this domain, you can add them one by one. Next to monitor URLs section, we see server records. So with Gatekeeper, you can monitor the servers as well and associate those servers with your domain, so that in one snapshot, you can look at all the details related to the domain, whether it is URLs or whether it is server records. It's very simple to associate servers with domains. For that, you need to click on this plus icon. All the servers in your Gatekeeper account would show up in the drop-down. You can select the server which is related to this domain and click on update button. That will add the server here. Currently, since in this account we do not have any servers, that is why the drop-down list was empty. Next section after server records is SEO monitoring. SEO monitoring is very interesting. With this feature, Gatekeeper allows you to monitor the keywords that are important for your domain with respect to search engine optimization. For example, for this domain, nativeopencart-app.com, one of the very important keywords for us is open cart app. Once I add this to Gatekeeper, what Gatekeeper would do is it will continuously monitor search engines for the rank of this keyword, and it will plot the chart of how the search engine rank for this keyword is varying over a period of time. The next section after search engine monitoring is Lighthouse performance. This is something that Gatekeeper does automatically. What Gatekeeper does is, based on the domain that you've added, it calls the Lighthouse APIs to measure the performance of the web page. It keeps track of that and keeps plotting a chart. Over a period of time, you will get to see how the performance of the web page is varying over time. Next two sections after Lighthouse performance are about social media monitoring. With Gatekeeper, you can monitor the follower count of your social media pages as well as how many new posts have been posted on your social media pages. Those can also be monitored. Configuring this is really simple. You can click on the plus icon. You can connect Gatekeeper with the social media that you want to monitor, and you can click on update. Once you've connected your account with social media, Gatekeeper will automatically start monitoring and updating the follower count as well as the post count on these two and start plotting the chart over a period of time. Gatekeeper automatically monitors the domain for email blacklists. Basically, what happens is when you are using the domain, at times the emails get marked spam and they are listed as blacklisted domains. Gatekeeper keeps monitoring the servers that mark the email domain as spam or blacklist them and lists it here if at all the domain figures in the blacklist. Next two sections after email blacklist are domain malware and domain custom malware. What Gatekeeper does is it pulls out all the URLs from the sitemap for this domain. It looks at those URL in the Google database and checks if the domain has been, or if any of the URLs have been marked as spreading malware or is present in the malware database. If at all it is, it lists this here and sends you a notification. Similarly, Gatekeeper has its own algorithm as well, based on which it checks all the URLs that are found in the sitemap, and if they have malware as per our database or our algorithm, then it lists here. The last section on this panel is DNS details. What Gatekeeper does is it automatically tries to pull out all the DNS records from the DNS server and lists them here, so that you have one repository where you can have all the information related to the domain. So this is all that Gatekeeper captures for a domain and provides you on a dashboard and sends you notifications as well as in when it finds if something is out of normal. While we were walking through all the features of Gatekeeper domain dashboard, you can see that Gatekeeper has been monitoring this domain. This domain went down for some time and then has come back up as well. And we can see the response rate for last 5-10 minutes while we've been working on this domain. If you want to look at the details of this monitoring, we can click on the view icon. This will navigate us to monitor URLs menu, and it will show us all the details of that particular domain that it has been tracking over a period of last 10 to 15 minutes, last 14 minutes. So basically the domain went down, it's capturing the uptime status, it's capturing the latest downtime, when was it, and then it's listing the server response time as well, and then it details when this domain or this URL went up or down and with the status code as well. You could edit this URL, you could change the frequency, you could disable the URL from here, or if you want to add more URLs, you can add this from this page as well. On this page, you can see Monitor APIs tab as well. So Gatekeeper can help you monitor APIs as well, which will be subject of another video. For now, we'll just wrap it up here, where we have seen how to sign up for Gatekeeper, how to set up domains on Gatekeeper, which you can monitor on the dashboard. All the list of the domains will be there. You can look at the details of the domain on the domain dashboard and how you can configure monitor URLs and keep an eye on all the URLs that you've configured. That's Gatekeeper domain feature in a nutshell. Enjoy the peace of mind of knowing your servers and domains are in safe hands. For more tutorials and updates, don't forget to subscribe. Happy monitoring. Thanks for watching.